Can you hear me now? Now can you hear me? Yeah, you know what? You know what? Windows didn't update yesterday. And, that, when I was on Discord earlier, my microphone was all jacked up. And it seems that OBS had a similar issue. Can y'all hear sound? Hello, 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 hello. Good, good. Wonderful. How is everybody? How are you all? You're not hearing any game audio. Okay, so OBS is just totally jacked, is what you're telling me. Well, let me mess with that. Yeah, it seems my default devices... There we go. Seems all my default devices are, like, super jacked up. Okay, so I, like, even played some music earlier, and that means none of y'all heard it. Great. So y'all were just sitting in silence. Wonderful. Well, it's Windows. What do you expect? How is everybody? Good, good, good. Hey, DJ King Sultan. I'm glad you liked it, my dude. Alright, let's... What difficulty should we play on? Should we spice things up? Y'all think? Maybe spice it up to very hard? Keep things interesting? A tip already? What in the world? Why? We just started. Let's see. Mason Riley. Hey, Sotek, how you doing today? Getting pumped for the Chaos Dwarf lore videos. I don't know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about. And any hard is fine. Very hard. We can do very hard. Have it be a little challenging, but not too crazy. Alright, let's go through our hellos today, and then we'll get going. So, we've got... go very hard battle and hard campaign. That is the opposite of what you should do. In my opinion, at least. Very hard battle is stupid. I hate it. It gives the enemy so much leadership, it just makes me want to shoot myself. Let's start over on Twitch. We've got Undertaker, Alleluia TV, Old Magnum, Big Aggie 72, howdy. Valentinkoberg, Don McGlass, and Huck Oddly. Oh, and Roan Player 1. How you guys doing? And then over on YouTube, who do we have here today? I've got Seb's Mad, Luke Morrish, Zerzernov, Grumpy Guard. Which y'all could thank Grumpy Guard for this stream. I was not going to stream today, and if I was going to stream, I was probably going to do something else. But I had a bug in my brain. I had this, I had a song in my head, and I couldn't for the life of me figure out what it was. And it was driving me insane. Thankfully, he was the first person to figure out what it was. So I asked what he wanted to watch, and he said a Tin live stream, so here we are. Any event, moving on, we've got Luke Morrish, Tommy Bravo, Jake Wu, Mamba King, good to see you. Jocko Wandersmock, Kira Haas, we got a mod in the house, always good. We're probably going to bring on more mods soon, now that I think about it. Lord Inquisitor Ignis, EA Diaz, Mason Riley, Nacho, Great Book of Grudges, CJ Ubusta, Coral Essel, Godzilla 2021, Hideshwar Sin, Brian Gamesprint, Byax, Czar94, Jake Wu, Donald Hill, that guy you know, Comrade 493, Peyton Bowers, hello, hello. Nathan Duncan, K-Dom, Jocko, I already said you. Dacklemore, DJ King Sultan, Alex Dronga, level 98 Bear Hunting Armor, nice name. Raiden, Dreadness the Eternal. What level's my Ironbreaker? I think right now he's like level 25, 26. Maybe, he might be closer to 28. I haven't checked in a bit. St. Augustine. I'm probably going to play some ROR tonight. Curse Fanatic. Nico Zaraxius. No. Zaxarius? We'll go with that. Loki 311, good to see you. Battle Brother. Naruto 2452, Uzumaki, hello. That's the weebiest name I've ever read. I love it. Good for you, dude. John Trev. Tablane. Dominion Sorcerer, hello, hello. Alright. Simon and Garfunkel, hello. Sup. Captain Papega. Ted the Fourth. Is it a modded stream? Just my usual mods, which you can find down in the description. We will be doing a modded stream soon. I think it was Undertaker or the Great Book of Grudges, one of the two. I think it was Great Book of Grudges. Sent me a Kislevite mod that actually looks pretty interesting that we might check out later. Grey Tiger Games. Oh, we got more people showing up in Twitch. We've got Zernoff over there. The notorious Gelt. Gamdolph the Grey. Semi-pro video gamer. Surprised to see I haven't done a lizard campaign? No, I've done a lot of lizardman campaigns. I haven't played Tinwan in a while. Oh, it was Guardian of Metal, sorry. Guardian of Metal, my bad. It's like, it's either Undertaker or Book of Grudges. I couldn't remember exactly which one it was. The Wolf, yeah, I love that mod. Blades 6077. Hey man, I appreciate the kind words. It is always a grand pleasure for me to do that. Godzilla, thanks for the tip, my dude. How would I feel about CA doing a lizardman versus beastman? I'm gonna be pretty honest with you guys. If we're actually getting Skaven versus Wood Elves, which seems very likely, then my guess is probably going to be Beastmen versus Lizardmen. Like, Skaven and Lizardmen have been very 1-1-1-1-1-1. So that's, and Lizardmen versus Beastmen would make a lot of sense. But, all right. I think Troy just came out. Yes, I'm aware. I need to download it while it's free. Curse Fanatic, yeah, I feel you, dude. I feel you. I love the guys over at Rerolling Ones. They're great. They're a great group of guys. I really hope when the pandemic's over, I can go visit them and like play a game. Teto Echo versus Moonclaw. Oh, that would be kind of hype. It's if they do Lizardmen. I will say this. If we're gonna get a Beastman Legendary Lord, which we are, no way we're not. It's gonna be Tarix. There's no way it's not gonna be Tarix. For the Lizardmen, it's probably gonna be Oaksyodel. He's a bit of a pick, but he's the most different of the remaining characters. Hey, Rukas, thank you very much for the tip, my dude. Thank you. Interesting message to come along with it, but thank you.
Austria lies plagued and ruined by the Skaven. It is in dire need of your strength.
Yeah, nobody cares. Oh, this campaign. I want this campaign to be good. I want it to be good so bad. It's not terrible, it's just not great. And I want it to be great. Can I explain the relations between the Inquisition and White Wizards / Hierophants? Loki 311, are you asking what is the relationship between Witch Hunters and Wizards of the Light College, which are sometimes known as Hierophants? Is that what you're asking me? No Troisty? Nah, I can't be bothered. How do I pronounce the city Tinhuan starts in? I believe if you wanted to be really correct about it, it would be something like Tlonhapek. I call it Zlonhapek because I find the X's easier to say by having like a j sound, but to my understanding, if you were to be pronouncing them correctly, it's more of a k sound, like ch almost. But I am not, like, pronunciations are not my thing. But I call it Zlonhapek or Slonhapek, something in that ballpark. Is it an sh or a ch? I'm not the person to ask. That's the end of the day. I am not great with pronunciations in English, much less in truly in the Vortex. Luthor Harkin calls it Chanwapek. Who listens to that crazy asshole? Yeah, I mean, Oxiota, I would be fine with Oxiota versus Tarex. It'd be a little bit of a weird matchup, but I don't think it would be bad. Yeah, honestly, I think if they fixed the sacrifices to Sotek tree, like, if they made it so that these were not the Regiments of Renown, and instead were just anything else, that would help this campaign a lot, and then they need to fix his fucking plaque. Ugh. Alright, anyway, let's get Joshing, my dudes. We are not gonna keep the Saurus building because Saurus are horrifically expensive. Thoughts on a Lizardman Lord for the Wood Elf pack? I can 100% assure you it is not gonna be Lizardman. Like, no. Lizardmen versus Wood Elves would be super weird. I don't think it would work. What's wrong with the plaque? The way he holds it. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Let's say I have a book, right? Archaon, right? Big ass book. Nice and heavy. Just like a plaque made out of stone or gold, or it'd probably be made out of gold, because most of the plaques are gold, even though they show it as stone. But, you know, pretty heavy. If you're going to be running around with it and doing battle, you should hold your plaque. If you're walking around with like a big stone Bible, essentially, you should be holding it like this, so you can run and swing your sword. Tinhuan, thanks to CA, holds it like this. He literally holds it on the tips of his fingers, and with his wrist bent, except for I don't think he has a thumb bracing the back, which I can't even physically hold this without the brace. But he holds it like this, out in front of him. Because whoever the fuck at CA designed the Lizardmen was an alien. And has never seen a creature holding something before, clearly. Like, look at it! He doesn't brace it against anything. He just... Well, okay, he's braced it against his, like, his thumb. And that weird... But, like, look how stupid this looks. And he holds it like that while he's running and fighting. Like, is he trying to hold it so the enemy can read it? Like, good grief. Anyway. I love you too, St. Augustine. Have a good day. Let's see. Yeah, I have a whole video on it called The Problem in the Warlock. That video is just me bitching about Lizardmen. Where is that question from earlier? I saw... Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ah, here we go. It's from Loki. Do white wizards fight witch hunters or cooperate? It depends on the witch hunter. So generally in the Empire, the colleges of magic will work alongside the religious orders. So like the witch hunters of Sigmar, for instance. That being said, certain colleges have a much better relationship than others, and the College of Light is one of them. The College of Light actually makes up a significant amount of the, it makes up a significant amount of the wizards who work alongside groups such as the Order of the Silver Hammer. The Order of the Silver Hammer is like a particularly famous group that has like witch hunters, but more importantly has like a buttload of witch hunters, wizards from the College of Light, and like warrior priests and other groups like that. In fact, a really good book you could read if you want all the like the nitty-gritty details on that relationship, I would heavily recommend a book called Van Horseman. So read Van Horseman. Van Horseman has like a whole thing about the relationship between the religious orders and the College of Light, because Van Horseman was a light wizard and he worked with religious powers significantly. But the College of Light is who they will turn to a lot. And like the Amethyst College works hand in hand with the Morite religion. Like a significant amount of the you cannot be involved in the Amethyst College, aka the College of Death. You cannot be involved in the Death Magic College unless you are aligned with the Morite religion. Because that's how they make themselves feel really a lot better about not accidentally employing necromancers. They make this starting Skaven army, like, surprisingly nasty. Just, like, the sheer amount of, like, shooting it has, and the fact that it has freaking Plague Monks, when all you basically... Like, the Bastiladon, obviously, is what you're supposed to lean on for the fight. But it's like, good grief. Hidishwar, I think it's going to be the Sisters of Twilight, with Ariel being a Lord Croak type hero. That is my current prediction. I was really hoping my red-crested skinks would rally by this point. Okay, there they are. Plaque should count as a bronze shield. When he's holding it like that, yeah, you're right. Maybe that's what I need to tell CA. Be like, A, either fix the way he holds the plaque, or B, give him a bronze shield because he's clearly blocking projectiles with it. Like, maybe that's the secret answer. Is that Tenenhuan's just too busy playing 4D chess and I just didn't notice. Also, for those of you who are like really looking forward to hearing me talk about Wood Elf stuff, I was hoping to have it out today, but it didn't finish it before some other stuff came up. But I will be doing a speculation video starting with the Sisters of Twilight tomorrow, followed by I think it's going to be Sisters of Twilight will be tomorrow, and then Ariel will be the day after that. And then the day after that, I think, is Erloth. And then I think the day after that is Nyeth the Prophetess. But we're gonna pull back from the Heroes of Legend for a little bit and focus instead on... we're gonna focus instead on speculation videos for who the Legendary Lord is gonna be. And, like, if we get them, how would they work? I think it would be cool to do a Warhammer tier list. I might do that if I'm looking for kind of like some easy-to-do content. You know what? Let's not get rid of this just yet. Let's actually pick up, like, 1 unit of Saurus. They're super expensive, but it's just a really good unit. And then I want casualty replenishment. Actually, you know what? No, give me the cohort of Sotek first. Let's do that first. Just because that's a really good unit to have. Oh, we got the Scroll of Shielding. Where is Tehinawan? I'm in Lustria, next to Zlanathek. How are the elves towards the dwarves? It is a difficult relationship. Ratmat H. Yeah, so if you're looking to get into Age of Sigmar minis, I would say the best piece of advice I could give you would be to start by finding I would say start by first finding the faction you really like. So if you, for instance, oh yeah, there were some tips earlier. If there's like a faction that really draws your attention, you want to start there. So we got Guardian of Metal tips to say, to be honest, Oxiota versus Taurus would be an interesting matchup. Guerrilla Warfare Skink versus Walking Stomping Melee Monster Doom Bull. I'd be in. I just hope for the Wargore and a Doom Bull. Also, Dwarves opens the Dama's Kron. Also, the plaque should count as a Bronze Shield. Well, I definitely think that would be a really cool matchup. It's either gonna be, I could see Dark Elves versus Beastmen, but I think it's either gonna be Lizardmen versus Beastmen or Dark Elves versus Beastmen, assuming neither of those are going up against the Wood Elves. And yeah, when we get Beastmen, oh god, please, Wargore and Doom Bull, please. Changer of Ways, thank you for the very generous tip, my dude. Regarding the Temples of the Empire, is Volkmar an enlightened leader? Does he and the Cult of Sigmar genuinely care about the common people? Yes, but it's a little complicated. So, Volkmar does care very much about the common man in the sense that he cares about the soul of the Empire. Right? Volkmar is very concerned with trying to, like, lead the average man in a good direction. But I would not say, like, he's interested in the common man in the sake of, like, the grand scheme. But Volkmar is, and much of the Sigmarite Order cares about the day-to-day life of their fellow man. But unfortunately, they don't really care about it in the sense of, like, trying to constantly improve it by, say, like, you know, if it's not warfare related, or they don't think it's related to, like, purifying the soul of their fellows, they're not going to be the most interested a lot of the time, to be honest. They tend to be a little hyper-focused instead on other matters. Volkmar especially is so high up in the church, and he knows so many deep dark secrets about chaos, that Volkmar doesn't really have the luxury of time to give a damn about, like, the common man. He just doesn't have the time for that. Okay, so it's definitely a 3. The question is, what color is it? If I have to worship one dark god, who would it be and why? Nurgle, because Nurgle offers actual true immortality pretty early on compared to the other three. Also, Nurgle makes you immune to pain and suffering, which I'm totally down for. Oh, it's red. Yeah. That was actually way more obvious than I thought it was. I just too stupid to notice for a good hot second. Okay, let's actually save our money for a turn so we can take Chakwa, and then we will move our way up. How powerful actually is the Hand of the Gods that Krokgar has? So, Krokgar is one of the most powerful characters in the setting, and that almost, like, he himself is a very skilled combatant, but it very heavily revolves around him in regards to his items. Like, Krokgar is literally wielding 2 artifacts of the old ones themselves, and that he obviously wields the revered spear of Tlunksha, there we go. Which is a pretty colossal deal. Because that weapon, like, literally belongs to the war god of the old ones, which is pretty significant, no matter how you shave it. And the thing about it, and then you have the Hand of the Gods, which the Hand of the Gods, before the end times, the Hand of the Gods was kind of a cool gimmick weapon. You know, it was something that allowed him to literally shoot laser beams from the palm of his hand. But then in the end times, it basically got revealed that the Hand of the Gods is like, it's basically like a fragment of Old One powered armor that has like freakishly frightening powers when it comes to like being able to like resist chaos and resist corruption and all this stuff. To the extent that I would actually say that the Hand of the Old One, or the Hand of the Hand of the Gods, is probably one of the most powerful items in the setting. Especially because, like, it is literally so strong that it basically... They basically played it from the angle of the Hand of the Gods is what gives Krokgar his, like, blessing of the Old One's aura. And that aura can protect him from, like, some of the most horrifically powerful chaos attacks in existence. Like, it's nuts. What's my favorite knightly order of the Empire? Probably the Knights of More. I really like that they tend to be extremely practical-minded because they have to fight undead, so they don't have time for, like, all the stupid, like, showing off and a bunch of other dumb crap. Like, they have crossbows and all this other super cool shit. Because, you know, they're like, yeah, no, we're fighting zombies. We can't afford to be impractical. Like, we're fighting the endless tide of the undead. But out of the big 3, which are the big 3 knightly orders, which are the, oh my gosh. Knights of the Blazing Sun, the White Wolves of Ulrich, and the ones that wear beast heads on their hats. Shit. Man, I'm drawing a really hard blank right now. No, not the Knights of the Everlasting Light. I mean, that's an interesting one, but that's not who I'm thinking of. Knights Panther. Yes, thank you. Knights Panther are the last, like, really big one. I would probably say the Knights of Ulrich are, like, my favorite, like, in appearance and theme, but the Knights Panther have, like, the best lore. Knights Panther are awesome. Knights Panther are easily, like, one of the best knightly orders. They're super duper cool. Well, see you, Borg. Give me slaves. Or sacrifices. What about the Reichsguard? Well, the Reichsguard aren't... So when you're dealing with knightly orders, from a lore perspective, you have the... you have, like... The Reichsguard are technically a knightly order, but when you're dealing with it from... I guess I would say a tabletop perspective, I don't think of the Reichsguard as a knightly order. The Reichsguard are, like... In my mind, they're essentially just the glorified bodyguard of the Emperor. Very cool, but the Reichsguard are basically just they're just Karl Franz's like personal unit. I don't think of them as a knightly order. I understand that they are a knightly order, but I just don't think of them that way. That's a small increase in price for a large increase in value. Because that's a unit with perfect vigor, which is kind of amazing. Give me jungle swarms. Do we know the release date for the next DLC? No. I'm guessing October. Where the hell did he run off to? Oh, okay. He's at the marks of the old ones. Okay, we need to root him out. It's like I'd rather focus on taking my province, but we can't afford to just ignore him. Because he's going to sneak up behind Shalon Hapek and cause us all sorts of problems. Undertaker, when you test Kislev, you should take a look at some of the other okay, we'll do a mod stream in the near future where we will test a okay amount of them. Mason Riley, hey Sotek, I was wondering which race lives the best life. I mean, a long and happy life, not one full of fear. If you were trying to live like an enjoyable life, where you know, we're gonna have to deal with this rebellion first, where your goal was to deal with like, or was to like survive and live like a fairly good life without a lot of complications. Honestly, you would probably be best off. I would say the Southern Realms, honestly. Like, you're probably best off, you're probably a lot, yeah, best off going with, like, a Talayan or an Estalian. They get to avoid, Estalia is probably the best positioned, but Talaya is very much noted as having, like, a very... it is a place where it is possible to grow old and die, and have lived a life without extreme just awfulness. That being said, it does require a not insignificant amount of luck to do that, just because if you are living in Tilia, obviously Skaven Blight is right down the road, so if the Skaven are being particularly active during your lifetime, that could be kind of a bummer. But hopefully that won't happen. Oh, hey, Turin's here. How is it going, Mr. Turin? How's your hand doing? Hopefully you're recovering well. And Teclis is just forging all the deals. Do we have a release date for the next DLC? No. Do you really think that they would have... They would have announced that DLC and you would not see it plastered everywhere? Like, come on. The Magic Donut is pretty safe. You'd think that. Ulthuan has a not insignificant amount of dangers. Just due to just a lot of horrible bullshit. Like, monsters constantly coming down from the Anuli, or like the winds of magic that are constantly being siphoned into the vortex grow a little too strong one year. So they end up, like, allowing demons to manifest, or like it is possible in Ulthuan to grow old and without seeing too much conflict, but the problem is you're an elf. And when you're an elf, growing old and like dying peacefully is insanely difficult. Just because like you live for a really long time. Now, if you are a human living in Ulthuan, oh yeah. A human living in Ulthuan would be easy, dude. That would be super easy. That would be blue skies and beautiful horizons type of stuff. Question about Tabletop that confuses me. What is the difference between Games Workshop and Forge World? Okay, so Forge World is basically a... I don't know if subsidiary is the right word, but Forge World is a company that is essentially a part of Games Workshop. They like work alongside Games Workshop, and they're big. Okay, we need to take out the marks of the old ones. Oh, hello, Clan Mange. Yeah, we've got to take this asshole out. We can't let him be roaming south of us. It's just gonna get out of hand. But Forge World basically makes like really very expensive, high quality models that are generally too expensive and too narrowly focused for the larger Games Workshop. So like it's where you would go generally to buy a... No, I'm not giving you peace, asshole. It's generally where you would go to buy a very expensive specialty model of like a really powerful character from 40k, or like a colossal monster for fantasy, stuff like that. Okay, I have no idea where he went. That makes me very nervous. Oh, sorry. Yeah, don't get me wrong. I hate Forge World shit because it's resin, which sucks. But I would also say that the models are very, very nice looking. But I hate they're made of resin. When it comes to Warhammer the Old World, we know that Forge World is significantly involved, but we're not sure if they're like going to be making all the models. And if they are going to be making all the models, like, are they... Ooh, I'm too greedy. That was probably a terrible decision, but I'm way too greedy to say no to that. Like, there's a lot of unknowns about what Warhammer the Old World is going to be doing. Like, how large the model range is going to be, what all is it going to encompass, yada, 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 yada. We don't know yet. We don't have those kind of answers. Hopefully we will soon. We haven't heard anything about the Old World in a really long time. So I'm hoping we'll get some information here in the near future. But, yeah, we don't know yet. What's bad about resin models? They're a pain in the ass. Especially compared to plastic. They're super expensive. And no matter how hard Forge World tries, almost anytime you buy a Forge World model, it's going to come with, like, a ton of problems. Like, it's almost always going to be, like, warped or bent out of shape and, like, have all these stupid issues. And, like, when you get it, you have to do this whole process. You can't just make the model. You have to, like, okay, I'm going to pull out the model, and then you have to, like, scrub it to, with, like, soap and water. Ooh, that hurt. To make sure that it, like, is good and all this other dumb shit. It's a huge pain in the ass. Resin sucks. I'll say it. That's not exactly that's not exactly like a niche opinion, but man, it sucks. Oh yeah, and Forge World made Elspeth von Draken, but I'll forgive them for that because at the same time they gave us Elspeth von Draken, they also gave us. Sure, I'll employ the ritual. I'm already drowning in Skaven corruption. I'd rather be drowning in vampiric corruption if I can. All right, so we're gonna haul ass back over here now that the Skaven are no longer below us. Mr. Hoon, thank you very much for the generous tip, my dude. You're one of my favorite people in the Warhammer community where everyone just quotes bad 1D4chan facts. Keep at it, man. P.S. When Nuln releases, do I think Emmanuel will lead it, even though she doesn't fight, or will her two friends? I think if we ever get a playable Nuln, I do not think Emmanuel will be involved. I think she will take a backseat like she always does. As much as I hate her, I feel pretty confident that we will see a playable Nuln when Tarmacon comes out. Like, more than... Tarmacon is such, like, a massive DLC opportunity that a lot of people would genuinely love. I think that we're going to get a Tarmacon Oh, my gosh. Can I win this? That's... God. If it wasn't... This guy didn't have Warp Lightning, I would feel super confident about this. But... I mean, I do have snakes. But I don't have a way to deal with all the Warp Lightning is the problem. We'll fight it just to do as much damage as we can. But in Game 3, I think it's inevitable we're going to get a Tarmacon DLC. That's going to be Tarmacon versus Elspeth von Draken. That seems unavoidable. Does Astalia have mages? They have, like, mercenary wizards. They don't have, like, an established order of wizards, but they do have wizards that live there. And like defend them and stuff. So yeah, of course they have wizards. But their wizards are generally like hired. So they're like mercenaries who were trained in the colleges of magic, or they're like local types that have figured out enough magic to be able to be useful without having like turned into Chaos Spawn or something. But generally they're like Imperial mages that were either disgraced or for whatever reason were like forced out. Okay, so we're gonna have our towers focus on all the clan rats and try and just kill as many of them as possible. Especially the regular. I'm not as worried about the spear rats. What this is basically going to come down to is I'm going to need to be really good about luring in this asshole. So what we're going to do is I think we're going to let our tower shoot for a while, and then we're going to fall back. Because I don't want to fight on the walls, because it's going to make it a little too easy for him. Oh, okay, he wasted that cast. That's nice. So negative, Sotek? Ah, yeah, I know. I can't help it, dude. I hate Elspeth so much. I just can't help it. It's ingrained in my very bones. Who is Tarmacon? Tarmacon is basically like Nurgle's closest chance at getting an Archaon. He's this super duper scary Chaos Lord who was so mutated that he was not even remotely human anymore. But he was like a really badass, super powerful character who was essentially like a giant demon maggot that had the ability to possess bodies by like eating his way into their flesh, and then he would essentially like take over their bodies like puppets. So, but he was the focus of like a big narrative campaign that you could buy from Forge World. I don't want to fight these. Oh, no, 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 run, 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 run. I fucking hate Warp Lightning. It is such a bullshit spell. Like, it's so cheap, and the cast time is super long. Or, sorry, the cast time is, like, outrageously short, considering how fast the bombardment hits you. Like, with, like, a unit like Saurus, it's virtually impossible to get out of the way. Hate it. Stupid spell. It's not negativity if I'm right. Like, it's just a fact. Like, you can't argue that the Skaven mechanics are, like, just not balanced well. I don't care about it a lot of the time because you just kind of learn to deal with it. but like the Skaven are a generally poorly balanced faction in single player. All of their abilities and powers are like grotesquely over the top, and they're just frustrating to play against. Are Chaos Spawns mainly a Tzeentch thing? No. Chaos Spawn are all over the place, dude. Chaos Spawn are everywhere. Like, if there is a Chaos army, there's going to be Chaos Spawn. Now, if we're lucky, we might actually be able to catch out Mr. Borg Zap here. I'll send like a bunch of Saurus down this way. Hoping we can kind of tear up this Skaven unit since we got him in the back. I'm just really nervous about committing too much to a fight, because this asshole's just going to start pinging me with Warp Lightning the entire time. Okay, we need to fall back. Run away. Well, yeah, Ikit's nuke is definitely a little over the top, but I don't mind it as much. Because the thing with Ikit's nuke is he can only do it once per fight, and like you can hear it, you can kind of figure out where the AI is going to use it. Now, granted, I would never play someone using Ikit Claw in a co-op campaign. That would basically be like committing suicide with like very flashily. Snakes. Like that would be so obnoxious. But which, you know, I guess there is an argument there that it might be a little too much. So, like, look, I react the instant the spell is cast, and it's a perfect hit. Like, you physically cannot get out of the way with Saurus. It is so dumb. Trying to figure out where Borg is going. Because if I can figure out where he's going, I can actually, like, do something about it. Oh, my skinks actually managed to get back here. Kill him. Trying to figure out how to get the Skaven to like bunch up. God, I wish I had a serpent cast. Yeah, I don't give a shit about the Skaven. Let's just try and kill Borg here. If Borg dies, we're good. Oh, jeez. I don't even know why I'm bothering trying to dodge it. It's fucking pointless. If I can get through these group of clan rats, but the Saurus take for fucking ever to chew through clan rats. Like, for how good Saurus are, they take years to chew through clan rats. Whoops. Okay, he actually pulled back like a silly goose. Yeah, because as much as I don't know, maybe we could use it down here, just try and like clear space so we can surround him. Are the Chaos Gods scared of the Skaven? No. No, the Dark Gods think the Skaven are essentially a joke, and they treat them like a joke, which is not smart. Like, the Chaos Gods would actually be very, very wise to treat the Skaven as a much larger threat, like they actually are. That was actually one of the big themes of the End Times. Like, one of the biggest things that happened in the End Times was that the Dark Gods vastly underestimated the Skaven, which allowed the Skaven to blow up the Chaos Moon and almost wiped out all life on the planet. Which would have been generally a bad thing from the Dark God's perspective. Oh, yes! Fall back! Somebody kill this asshole! Okay, let's fall back to this hole. Yeah, that spell should cost like 5 more Winds of Magic than it does. Grief. I wouldn't count on it, Undertaker. Hopefully I can get off a third cast of Jungle Swarm. Why does Jungle Swarm have a 90-second cooldown? Good grief. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to kill him. That's another thing I hate about this DLC. I don't understand what they were doing with the Warlock Master. Like, you're like, oh, okay, they're going to give us a Clan Scryer character. Like, oh, man, I can't wait for a Clan Scryer character. I wonder if he's going to have, like, a Warp Musket, or if he's going to have a Warp Lock Pistol, or, like, what kind of crazy shooting weapon he's going to have. And they fucking come out and they're like, look, it shoots sparks. And it's like, fucking goddamn it, CA. Idiots. Like, I love you guys, but man, I should have known this was gonna happen when I agreed to play this DLC, or agreed to play 10. 10-1 just makes me have to face like the things I hate the most about Game 2. Just Creative Assembly just mishandling the IP at every possible opportunity. It feels like in this game. Any opportunity they had to just completely drop the ball, they did it with gusto. Why would the Chaos Gods object to everyone on the planet dying? Because that's not what they wanted. So you have to remember that there's a little bit of weirdness when it comes to the... Yeah, let's just get out of here. There's a little bit of weirdness when it comes to the Dark Gods, in that their whole thing is not... The Chaos Gods do not want to destroy all life. That's not the point. The point of the Chaos Gods is that they want to take over everything. They want to corrupt everything. Eventually, yes, that will lead to its destruction, but that's not... It's not the point of what... Like, that is a consequence of their objectives, not their objective. If that makes sense. I could take it, which might convince him to attack me. Do I still have... No. I do not have that ritual. His army's pretty beat up, though. And I would still have, like, a full health Bastillodon and 10-1. Yeah, I think we could lure him in for that. Oh my gosh, yes. Give me that sweet upkeep production. See if we can find him. There he is. They definitely don't have a lore master at work. Oh, well, no, they do. I know their lore guy, and he's really, really good. I don't agree with him on everything, but he's actually worked for Games Workshop for many years and has wrote a lot of the lore, which is a stupid thing to say for me to be like, I don't exactly agree with his opinions on things, because he was there and like wrote the stuff, but it would be a very long-winded thing to explain. Okay, so our objective here is basically just to have their entire army focus on our Bastillodon. And then just shoot with everything else. The Saurus will actually be pretty useful, though. Nope. Red-crested skinks, you stay out of it. Regular skinks, you're with me. Lead the charge, big guy. Pretty sure he could, like, solo this entire army. Or get pretty close. So we'll wait till he's fully committed. Could the Dark Gods be defeated? Theoretically, yes. If there is a massive thing we have in our favor, it's that the AI does not try to dodge serpent swarms. Kill the master, please. Wait, I got this. Can't control that unit. Alright, Teheniwan karate chop that guy pretty quick. You, chase. And I saw someone like randomly commented it, but you know the genuinely funny thing to me is this is, not even kidding, this is like my favorite DLC. That's the dumb thing. Like, I know it sounds like I hate it because I get, like, so passionate when I'm talking about it. But I don't mistake, like, genuine passion for hatred. There is a notable difference there. You know, it's like when you really, really love something, it's super easy to see, like, every little nitpicky flaw that normally you would ignore because it's like, whatever. But like, this is kind of just one of those things where because I love it so much, I genuinely like will hyper focus on every little microcosm wrong with it. Pull back the salamanders. Bring the Ark of Sotek over this way. Skinks, let's chase the fleeing unit. Get Big Daddy over here to help. Make you guys invincible to being killed. Summon some crows. What are some cool locations in Lustria from a lore perspective? Oh, dude, there's so much cool shit in Lustria. There is a ton of cool stuff in Lustria. Like, some stuff off the top of my head. Like the place that we wiped the Skaven out of a minute ago, which is called the it's called the Marks of the Old Ones. The Marks, if you've ever, you know how in our world there are those like giant animal signs on the ground that were created by like the Aztecs or somebody, like just a stupid long time ago. And they're like still there to this day, where you'd have to be like literally flying super duper high in the air to be even able to actually see them. Well, the lizardmen have those too. Like that's what the Marks of the Old Ones are. They are a bunch of carvings or like things that the lizardmen made on the ground. Yeah, the Nazca lines. Yes, exactly. The lizardmen have those too. They're called the Marks of the Old Ones. And the lizardmen actually made them. And the lizardmen made them in the hopes that it would like catch the attention of the old ones or help guide them home or something. Nick G, let me probably not, but let me check. Nick G, thank you very much for the tip, my dude. For being a stream of the Ultimate Race, I don't hear much chatter about them. But I do have a Lizardman DLC question that I'll finish the chat. What's your question, my dude? Do I like the Warden and the Paunch DLC? Yes, I enjoy the Warden and the Paunch, though I think the High Elf side is a little weak. So when the next Lizardman DLC comes out, how would I fix the Geomantic Web, implement the Skink Oracle, and what new units would I add? Okay, so first part of that is how would I fix the Geomantic web? So my proposition is that the Geomantic web would still do what it does, where it like buffs your commandments. But then what I would have is I would make it where if you have the Geomantic web, right? If you manage to get a region up for every tier that you upgrade the Geomantic web, I would have it give access to all of your armies in that region, or province, I guess. In that province, I would have it give you access to a geomancy spell as an army ability. So, like, at level 1, you get nothing, right? Or, yeah, level 1, you don't get anything. But at level 2, where, you know, you're surrounded by, like, friendly factions, at level 2 on the Geomantic, Strength 2, I would have it maybe give you a small spell. I'd have to look up some of the old spells from the earlier editions, but maybe you could have like a marshland spell where you're able to like click an area of effect and it makes that area count as aquatic terrain within the area of effect for as long as it lasts. So, and it makes it look all watery and stuff. So if you have any aquatic units like skinks and crocscores fighting in it, because you're like moving the ground and you have like water and stuff running through the area, it lets them get their aquatic buff and also debuffs enemies. If you get to tier 3, maybe in addition to that, or instead of it, you'd have to balance it out. But maybe in addition to that, you could have like a stronger geomancy spell that would allow you to create like a wall of terrain that could block line of sight. Like you would like bring up like a wall of stalactites or something. Maybe at the 4th tier, you'd be able to like cast an earthquake or maybe that could be the tier 4, but maybe at like tier 3, you could cast like an earthquake that has a large area of effect and it doesn't do any damage, but it like lowers enemy speed going through it by like 72%. So it like makes enemies like super slow trying to get through it. Or maybe it could even like knock people over. Like it could disrupt so they're just falling over and stuff. And then at tier 5 you could get like an actual damage spell that's like super scary. Like those are just some ideas off the top of my head, but I think any of those would be like amazing. Hey, changer of ways. There's nothing wrong with that, dude. I don't hate people. I really, really like Age of Sigmar, and there are elements about it that I like more than fantasy. Like overall, I like fantasy more as a setting, but there are elements of Age of Sigmar that I think are superior. Like I honestly, I think that the Seraphon, which are the lizardmen in the new setting, have a way more significant role in Age of Sigmar. Like, they actually do stuff. And I actually think they're handled a lot better as a race. In Age of Sigmar than they are in Warhammer Fantasy. Like, flat out. Damn, keep fucking doing that. Sorry, one sec, guys. Forgive me for a hot sec. I am an idiot and have my, like, the cord that connects my PC, like my screen, to my, ooh, yeah, y'all are, like, way off center. There we go. The cord that connects my monitor, like my main monitor, to my PC, I fucking hate it because it hangs just a hair too low. So like sometimes when I'm adjusting my feet, because I like to sit like with one of my legs crossed, sometimes when I like adjust, I'll just perfectly nail it and it'll like knock my screen offline for like a few seconds. It drives me crazy when that happens. I need to like get like a rubber or some kind of like sticky tack or something and like pin it up to the desk. Are all the Seraphon ethereal in Age of Sigmar? No. No. That actually, I hated that originally. Well, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it. So in 2nd edition Age of Sigmar, there are 2. Wow, he's strength rank 1. Damn. Currently in Age of Sigmar, there are 2 distinct types of lizardmen. There are or two different distinct types of Seraphon. There are the oh gosh, I can't remember what they're called, but they're basically one of them are like flesh and blood, and they even live in the cities. So like if you go to an Order city now, where you have like actual, they're called, the physical ones are called the Coalesced, and the other ones are called the Starborn. There we go, I remembered. So like if you're like, man, I really, because like one of the things that I personally really did not like about Warhammer Fantasy Lizardmen was that they never got to participate in anything. Like the Lizardmen were basically the like they existed in the lore, but they were an afterthought most of the time, and they never got to participate in anything really cool or exciting. Like they were basically left out of all the big awesome campaigns a lot of the time, and you know, they didn't get to hang out with the cool kids. And I genuinely hated that. It bothered me a lot. But in Age of Sigmar, you have the Coalesced who actually live in the cities. Like if you go to like if you go to Hammer Hall or Hammer Hall Gairan, Hammer Hall Akshi, or you go to like, if you just go to any of the cities for Order, you will actually find Lizardmen or Seraphon living in the cities, which I love. Like that's super cool. And it's just such a nice change of pace for me as a Lizardman fan, because like I understood why the Lizardmen weren't hanging out with everybody else. Like it made sense, but it didn't make it suck any less. You know, it was always a bummer when like you'd read about some awesome battle against like some like epic confrontation against the forces of chaos, where like the whole world is at stake and the Lizardmen don't show up. Like, and then you'd buy like the next Lizardman book. Excuse me. You'd be like, oh man, I like the Great War Against Chaos, like super big massive deal, but the Lizardmen just aren't involved unless you buy the Lizardman book. And then the Lizardman book's like, oh, well, it just looked like they weren't involved, but in reality, they were like casting spells and powering the Great Warding so that Magnus didn't have to fight as many demons. So, like, they participated, but, you know. What's my favorite Grand Alliance in Age of Sigmar? Death. I love Death in Age of Sigmar. As much as this makes me a heretic, yeah, I'll take that. As much as this definitely makes me a heretic, as much as I love the Seraphon lore, but I don't like their playstyle very much right now. I feel like too much of the Seraphon range is basically kind of hot garbage. And because of that, I'm just not a fan of their range at all. Like their rules. And so instead of... I actually much prefer playing Night Haunts. Like, I think Night Haunts are a massively more enjoyable experience. They also have super duper great lore. Like, I love their lore. And I find them to be a much more rewarding tabletop experience, to say the least. Like, I really don't like Seraphon and AOS. Unfortunately. Wait, hold up. Is this for the province? Yes. Okay. We might move the skink building to Zahatek, but for right now, we'll put it in Chakwa. Actually, you know what? Let's just save our money. I'm not, like, dying for higher tier troops yet. This is the Pakapak. Okay, let's get Pahak Sentinels. Then we'll save up for the Pakapak just so we have them available. How did Night Haunts play? Night Haunts are kind of a weird army because they're very heavy on using the leadership mechanic, which actually hurt them a lot in the modern edition, because a lot of armies, Games Workshop kind of I don't know if accidentally is the right word, but Games Workshop made a ton of armies basically have abilities that make them able to essentially ignore leadership penalties. But the Night Haunts still manage to get around that. So the Night Haunts are really, really big on causing like a lot of fear and terror to make enemies like break and run away and stuff. But they're completely immune to armor piercing. So like armor piercing does not affect Night Haunts at all. They're completely immune to it, which is hilarious because and they have like an okay save. But the thing about them is they don't have a lot of wounds. So like if damage can get through, so like they get attacked by a lot of small stuff, that will mess them up really hard. But a lot of players in the modern edition tend to prefer going like taking like really, really big things that hit really hard, and Night Haunts are just perfect for messing with that. And it's hilarious. Like it's genuinely funny to me when someone like runs up and they're like, I have this -3 armor piercing super guy that only swings 3 times. I'm like, oh, 4-up save. Like, and there's nothing they can do about it. Super funny. Hidden operator, no, don't know yet. I guarantee you, as soon as Creative Assembly wants to put out more news about the new DLC, I will be on that. Like, well, I'll be on that. I will not use the inappropriate phrase I was about to use, but trust me, I will be on it real quick. Hey, Nikos, thanks so much for coming by. Really appreciate it. I don't want to awaken a Slum Mage Priest yet, because I think I'm just going to save that for when Lord Croak shows up. Why do I put so many points in the campaign skill tree? Well, Spogonzik? Pogonix? I'm just going to call you Gonix. So, it's not that you're wrong. It's literally just a matter of preference. Like, I really, really like investing heavily in the campaign tree because, like, okay, I really like getting off ambushes because ambushes are super strong, so I want to be really good at that. Draftmaster makes it so that all of my units come in, like, a level stronger. Geomantic Sustenance decreases upkeep reduction by 15% plus another 8% for Renowned and Fear. That's insanely good. Like, that's so good. And Renowned and Fear, so now I'm recruiting units at +2, and I get plus campaign movement, and I make it harder for enemy heroes to hurt me. And then casualty replenishment, so I'm able to heal from battles way faster. And then, of course, Lightning Strike. I'd say when you're playing on a high difficulty, the campaign tree, at least in my opinion, is just the most important. Because it basically allows you to survive. Like, look how good my casualty replenishment is. Like, these guys are basically healing almost a full, like, almost half their health. Which is just crazy significant. You know, in my mind, it's better for my entire army to be better instead of just my hero. Or lord. Because if my entire army is better, then we're cooking. Okay, we want to get a really, really cheap Flock of Doom. And then we're going to march him for Zahotek. Let's get that public order building. That's going to help out substantially. How are we doing? We're doing good on heals. So let's go ahead and get a random follower. Ah, that's okay. Okay. Oh, I can do it again. Oh, I don't. Okay, sorry. I had to wait for my agent to stop moving. Priest of the Star Chambers. Ah, that one's pretty good. I'll take Untainted Corruption. Because I am suffering from a hilarious amount of Skaven corruption right now. And I'm about to be suffering a lot from Vampiric Corruption. Are there any units in Tabletop that are really good / bad that became opposite in Total War? Oh yeah, that actually happens significantly often. God, what's a really good example? So, probably, God, what's a really good example off the top of my head? I would say that Saurus Warriors went from a pretty trash unit, honestly, in tabletop to being very good in this game. Due to that, like, just hilariously good weapon strength bonus. I would say Iron Breakers actually got significantly worse in this game than they are in tabletop. Iron Breakers in tabletop were like itty-bitty units, but Jesus Christ, they could hold the line. Like, they could hold the line for like 1,000 years. And it was glorious. This game, they are definitely not able to do that. Let's save up for the skink building. I'm trying to think of some other units off the top of my head. I would say Tomb Guard got a lot worse in this game. Tomb Guard were easily one of the best Tomb King units in the game, because they had Killing Blow, which on them was just amazing. Because you could put like a Tomb Prince or a Tomb King in the unit, so he would give his... He had an ability called My Will Be Done, which meant that he would like share his weapon skill with the unit. So you would have like this hilariously elite unit of just a shitload of guys that all had Killing Blow, which was just... it was so strong. Terrifying to go up against, but really fun. Trying to think what else went through like significant changes. Every faction had some stuff. Hey, Godzilla! Thanks so much for getting a Twitch sub, my dude. Really appreciate the support. Hope you enjoy the emotes and all that jazz. Thank you. Flagellants is a great one. Empire Flagellants got insanely good compared to their tabletop version. Flagellants in Warhammer Fantasy Tabletop were ass. They were so bad. They were a unit that would literally attack itself every turn. I think it was only when they were in combat, but still, like, they would attack themselves. Essentially, like, you would do d6 damage to yourself, and for every flagellant that died, like, depending on how many flagellants you killed by flagellating yourself, you would get different bonuses. And it was punishing. It was so punishing. They made it really brutal. Like, you wanted a good buff, but you also didn't just want to like suicide yourself into oblivion. It was hard times. Yeah, we could afford Pahawk Sentinels. Here, let's just combine all these dudes. Oops, okay, I went a little too far on that actually, but that's alright. Grab another one of those. Yeah, oh, dude, Skaven in general were completely broken by what Creative Assembly did. Because obviously Creative Assembly did not bring in misfiring, which is a huge component of tabletop artillery. So like, and I actually would give them some gripes about this, but Creative Assembly kind of goofed up with Skaven, because the big thing that they did was that they made Skaven artillery and weapon teams just as strong, if not stronger than it was in tabletop, with none of the downsides. Because like in tabletop, yeah, sure, your rattling guns and poison wind mortars and all this shit was actually quite powerful, but there was a really high chance that whenever you use them to attack, that they would misfire and like hurt your own guys or explode and all sorts of other stuff. But Creative Assembly, unfortunately, are like way too big of Skaven fans. And they just implemented all the Clan Scryer stuff without a single flaw, which is total bullshit. There should definitely be some kind of misfire system for Skaven weapon teams for how good they are. Holy crap! Yawning Firefly and Warhammer 591. Thanks for using your Prime subs, my dude. Very, very, thank you. Damn. All sorts of Twitch subs today. Thanks, guys. By the way, those of you who are subbing on Twitch for the first time, be sure, if you're come join our Discord community. Everyone should join our Discord community, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. But, oh, there's Luthor Harkin. I just made a mistake. Because I'm in March stance. Uh-oh. But, be sure to, link your account. Either your YouTube if you're a member, or Twitch account if you're a sub. Link your account to your Discord account, and you'll get access to a secret channel on the Discord where things happen. Oh boy. Luckily, I did get off the Sotek buff, so like all of my skinks are gonna have like, or all of my shooting is, or skink shooting is gonna be like super punishing. But I really don't like being in March stance. What am I dealing with here? He's got a Carronade, Luthor Harkin, who has all the spells. Why does Luthor Harkin have all of his spells? What bullshit is this? Why does Harkin have all of his spells? He's only supposed to have a single spell. Okay, so he's like all coked up already. At least he's not on his stupid Terrorgeist. So like our Bastillodon will be able to kill him. Ooh, yeah, this is gonna be rough. Am I gonna get Total War Troy for free today? Yeah. I'm probably not gonna play it on stream, but I'll get it at some point today, just because it's free. You love the Glotkin. What's your opinion? I think the Glotkin are an absolutely gorgeous model, but Nurgle has like a royal ass ton of characters compared to almost anything else in Warhammer Fantasy. And the Glotkin, I really like the Glotkin, but they're like halfway down the list for me. Like my favorite characters, you know what? Let's go through the forest. Because he'll be penalized for fighting in the forest, and I won't. At least with most of my units. My only units that'll take forest penalties will be my Bastillodon. Well, and Salamanders, I guess. But I would much rather that than this asshole get all of the crazy buffs there. Like, I can, he's got like a lot of large stuff in his army. So let's move to about... Let's move to about... there. Hustle, please. If he wants to fight, well, we're gonna fight, but he's gonna come to me. I am not going to him. Festus is bestest. Well, when it comes to Nurgle characters, my tier list is... my favorite Nurgle character is Kugoth Plaguefather. After that, tied for second for me is... well, no. Second place is Festus the Leech Lord. Then followed by Epidemius. Then the Glotkin. And then the Magath Lords. Actually, wait, no, that's not right. I would actually say above the Glotkin for me is still, yeah, everybody shoot! Skinks, let's roll! Okay, if we can get all of our red-crested skinks on the depth guard, we'll actually be able to kill them reliably quick. Ooh, god, this is going to be really scary. I can already tell this is going to be nightmare fuel. Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of all the stupid bats. You know what? Let's send the pterodons back. Where are you? You're down here. Oh, okay, he actually wasted the shit out of that. It's fine by me. Actually, I could really use you over here, boss man. Oh god. Oh god, I really don't like that spell. Ah, why does Luthor have all his magic already? I need you out here. Well, the good news is the skinks are winning on this flank. Try and keep the salamanders safe. Okay, y'all rally. Let's get you into shooting positions. I'm actually surprised 10-1 is getting out as much magic as he is. Okay, I'm no longer worried about the bats. Let's worry about these animated hulks. Okay, I'm gonna have 10-1 fall back to where our new front line is forming. And drop. Okay, they'll get rid of those pretty easily. Have y'all go after all the shooting units. Go after the shooting units. We're kind of reforming the line back here. Yeah, we gotta get rid of the Morngulls. Or the depth guard, that works too. Oh god, I'm out of ammo. Okay, so they're gonna hopefully get those offline. This is dicey, my dudes. This is very dicey. What is going on here? And there's just animated hulks like fucking everywhere. He's got way more shooting units than I thought he did. Okay, have you go after Harkin. Okay, we got rid of all that, so let's bring in the pterodons here. You gotta get on these bomber units. Go big go big Fred! Okay, that'll chase off Harkin for a hot minute. Oh man. Oh god, they're so inaccurate. I've got way more troops back here. To me! To me! Actually, you know what? Ignore me. I need y'all to take out, like, the bombers. The bombers gotta go. Okay, Harkin's being chased off. Let's get our pterodons out of that mess. Salamanders are out of ammo. Let's pull them back a bit. Try and reform here. Just look at the sheer amount of shooting he still has. Why are you only... Oh no, you're 40 speed, dude. He's not that fast. Just catch him. Pterodons, land, please, God. To the boss! Charge! I mean, the good news is we should be well on our way to stopping him from pushing too far inland. I've still got Saurus. Dude, let the big guy in. I need to get to anyone out of here. Well, no, I need to make sure this gets cleared out. Okay, salamanders, I want y'all to pull out. See if we can go around. Oh wait, no, y'all are busy. God, I wish I could fucking see where I have stuff. Oh, no, we gotta get those shotguns. Teheniwan, let's get you a ward save for a hot minute. Yeah, Saurus are coming in from all angles. Get your asses down here! Okay, to me! Well, I lied, actually. Just focus that. Oh my gosh, I think we've actually kind of got this. Who's this? You guys, to me. Teheniwan's just getting slapped around, but he's hanging in there. Salamanders, to my aid! Teheniwan stands alone! Yeah, there they go. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we won that. Good grief. Dude, Ark of Sotek saved the day. It was just fucking bullying the shit out of Harkin the entire time. And luckily the red-crested skinks were able to, I think, deal a significant amount of damage to the freaking depth guard. Oh, it hurt. Hey, we only lost a single unit. Nice. Okay, let's check all these. Reeferful, thanks for the generous tip, my dude. Appreciate it. Good morning, Sotek. Thanks for all the lore. Do I think it's worth getting into the lore of fantasy or Age of Sigmar? Oh yeah, dude. Reefer, I like tabletop is a really good, fun experience for everybody, whether you're playing the game or you just want to paint minis or whatever. But it is not even remotely required. Like I care significantly less about the tabletop experience than I do about the lore. I think getting into the lore is one of like the true joys of Warhammer Fantasy. And all the tabletop stuff is just like extra bonus on top. So I would absolutely heavily recommend getting into Warhammer lore, even if you don't intend on playing tabletop. I think the best place to start your journey, if you are gonna, ooh, look at that, plus 20 armor and plus 8 melee defense for all skinks, yes. If you're like, where do I start? I always recommend, I think the best place for anybody to start is with Gotrek and Felix. Gotrek and Felix is a super awesome experience. You can't go wrong with it. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna get all of the blessed Croxagors, please and thank you. Let's see, there's 49 of you guys, 53, here we go. Oh, baby. Now we are cooking. And give me casualty replenishment. Casualty replenishment is muy bueno. And then we got another tip from Godzilla. It says, imagine if they bring in the Thunder Lizard. I don't understand how you could do a Thunder Lizard. Like, the Dread Saurian is already grotesque as when it comes to, like, size. And a Thunder Lizard, a Dread Saurian really struggles to take on a Thunder Lizard. Thunder Lizards are so big that they literally, like, their backs are above the jungle canopy, which is, like, insane. How much do I heal here? Not enough. Okay. So we'll spend one more turn in my own territory before we go after the Vampire Coast. We can get rid of another unit. Let's drop one of these guys. Why don't you combine with that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and that guy, and those guys. There you go. Nice. Okay. Temple of Teclis. Garrison. Oh, I forgot to move my Scarvet. Man, I'm not used to seeing Itza being this aggressive and, like, succeeding at it. Normally, Itza is usually getting the crap kicked out of him. What are Chaos God versus Chaos God fights like? It's pretty rare. It's, like, super duper rare that the Dark Gods themselves ever fight. Generally just because it's way too much of a risk for them to like deal with that. Almost all the time they're gonna be having like their countless armies, doing all the like hard fighting for them. That being said, there have been times where they have fought, and I mean they're like rather mind-bending scenarios, but the most famous time that there's been a confrontation between them was when, let's just march since all of his armies are occupied. The most famous time was when Tzeentch basically had like a big situation where he was able to almost claim dominance. Like he was the dominant power, and was superseding the other three. They ganged up on him, and so Nurgle, Slaanesh, and Khorne teamed up to fight against Tzeentch. And at, like, the big pinnacle of the battle, they grabbed him and, like, ripped him down from his tower or whatever. And he basically impacted something, and he shattered into, like, a bunch of different fragments. Which some, a lot of the Chaos-aligned human factions and stuff believe that this myth is how, like, knowledge spread throughout the universe, which isn't technically true, but there is a truth to the myth because the Blue Scribes are the product of that. The Blue Scribes are a special character. All right, we have cornered him to a single place. All right, calm down, damn. Okay. I'm a little sad the Blessed Dread is already dead. I really wanted that Look Here Fellheart trait. No, I don't want a defensive alliance with you, Teclis, because I'm probably going to kill you. What's the difference between a Kroxigor and a Blessed Kroxigor? In the lore, nothing. In game, I will check here in just a second. I think Blessed Kroxigors cause terror, if I remember right. Have I ever read the Blackhearts trilogy? Yes, dude. Mario, the Blackhearts trilogy is without a doubt one of the most amazing experiences of a Warhammer Fantasy novel set. Like, the Blackhearts, if you can get your hands on the Blackheart trilogy, the Blackheart trilogy is amazing. It's so good. It is like the ultimate representation of the Warhammer Fantasy universe. It's a great read. That book is a little harder for most people to get a hold of, but that's like easily one of my top 3 recommended books. Nice. Don't do that. Do this. Oh, shoot. I forgot I was going to check. No, Blessed Croc Score. Yeah, Blessed Croc Scores cause terror. I'm 100% sure that's what it is. Regular Croc Scores don't. Blessed Croc Scores cause terror. And then, of course, you have Sacred Croc Scores, which Sacred Croc Scores are boxigores. So they have the boxing gloves that deal magic attacks. Yeah, see? Blessed Croc Scores cause terror. That's their unique gimmick. Okay, he stopped charging at me. I don't think I want to go for the awakening just yet. Let's grab this random ocean thing. Silly pirates. They have more health and more charge? Maybe. The only one I know for certain is that they cause terror, which normal Croc Scores don't. Actually, I can look that up. Let's see. Normal Croc Scores. Normal Croxies have a charge of 22 and 6120 health. Blessed Croc Scores have a charge of much higher than 22, even with the little bonus I give them, and slightly higher health. So yeah, they do have better stats and they cause terror. Most of the Blessed units are like really, really strong. Like they've got pretty sexy buffs. Yes! Oh, we got Gorok already? Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, and that got us past the hardest part of the Prophecy of Sotek. Oh, man. The only downside is I think we're immediately at war with... Oh my gosh, my economy. Oh, my economy. Okay, let's get rid of all the guys I'm not going to be using. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Now I need to... Okay. That did not unlock a new tier, but I do need to perform 5 more sacrifices. Turn 40 Lizardmen Confederation? Dude, I was a higher... Or he was a higher military thing than me, too. That was super weird. Oh, well, at least Skrulk has lost control of Oxiol already. So Skrulk's basically already on his last limb. Where is Gorok? He's unavailable for 3 turns. Okay. Oh, I'm so pleased. Holy shit, look at all this money. And it already has the emerald pools. Nice. That is very nice. And we have a Geomantic Spire. That's pretty nice. Okay, get rid of that. Get rid of that. Supatoon can keep that for now. Let's upgrade that and that. Yeah, wow. This is actually a super nice settlement. So Axolotl is literally the only place left Clan Pestilence can be hiding. So that's nice. It means we've got him cornered. Blood Swamps, I am almost assuredly going to lose control of, but we'll try and hold it. Oh, we have the Fuming Serpent, too. Well, hot damn. So what else do I need? I need to own one more province, which will be pretty easy. Win 3 battles against the Skaven. Construct a blood shrine. And perform 5 sacrifices. Okay, well, I will just get random followers and random banners then. Could a Troglodyte beat a cart? Whoa! Holy shit! Holy shit! 25% ward save? God damn! Oh my god! That has to be like the strongest banner in the game! Good God! And Tim's leadership. I don't need the freaking leadership, but damn, dude! Holy crap! The gods favor us, chat! Sotek favors us! Oh my god. Totem Pole of Destiny. That is like... Oh. Good lord. That's such a good banner. Like... Oh my god. Wow. That just completely blew my mind. I didn't even know that was in the game. I've never even seen that thing before. Oh, that gave me like a... That made me like lightheaded. Because it just blew my mind so hard. Yeah, Sotek lives. Stomp stomp indeed. Alright, calm down there, you Dorn fanatics. It's Imperial Fist, right? I think I've got that right. What is a ward save? A ward save means it reduces damage against everything. Like, nothing can cut through a ward save. Granted, there is a cap. Oh no, Stomp Stomp is Salamanders. Damn it. I knew it was Space Marines, but I got the wrong chapter. Well, the good news is this means I can like take all of the units that I could take all of these Blessed Swords in this army now. Oh yeah, if we could get rid of that Morngul Haunter, I would be so happy. It's, oh, you don't need a garrison. That's so nice. Start working on those blood shrines. I do like growth. Gold and medicine. Okay, so you'll need 1 turn to heal, and then we'll set sail for the Awakening, so we can finish off the vampire pirates once and for all. Man, this is like the easiest campaign I've ever had for Tehenen 1. Like, this is nuts. I've never had a campaign go this well this early before. Like, turn 40 Confederation with Gorok while he's like kicking the shit out of Clan Pestilence and stuff. Amazing. Like, truly, truly shocking. How many turns do you back up, Gorok? 2 turns? Okay. I will just deal with it. Do the Chaos Gods have any Demon Kings? No. Wow, yeah, the Vampire Coast is done. They are dead. I think they just attacked Teclis with everything they had, and they completely lost. So now we must plot to kill the elves. Oh! So, okay. Alright. So, so, I saw this pure devotion thing, right? Which I have never seen that before. That's really nice. Just a free 1,000 experience for... I literally just played a Krokgar campaign where I literally won the long campaign victory, and I have never seen this pure devotion before. That's like the first time I've ever seen that, and it's really, really strong. But, so, when I saw his name, I thought that said Ada Ada. I was like, whoa, what is happening right now? It's like, what? I'm sorry, what? Alright, we're gonna send Tehinawan down to the Awakening so we can capture it. It's like, I don't know what's going on in this event, but I feel very, I feel a little concerned. No, no waifu questions. That, like, oh my god. Freaking waifu shit. Like, listen, I have as much respect for waifu culture as any man of culture, but... It never ends. As soon as you open that door, it never ends. The weebs need to be sacrificed. I don't think Sotek would accept weeb blood. I think Sotek would be like, how about you take that shit back where you found it? Don't bring that trash in here. The Changeling is a Tzeentch Heroes of Legend character? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I would definitely choose the Changeling for Heroes of Legend character. Judge Judy is my favorite anime. I could totally see Japan doing a Judge Judy anime, like, non-ironically. And it would probably be good, even though the premise is, like, the dumbest thing in the universe. But Japan's like, watch us make it work. They can make the most idiotic subjects seem, like, extremely compelling. I don't know how they do it. It's some kind of black magic. I haven't figured out the source of its power yet. Ooh, yikes. That is a garrison. But I will fight. Oh my, I love that. 25% ward save. That's so good. Let's put it on that source unit. And then we'll put the charge bonus. I guess we'll put it on the Kroxigor since they're already, like, hoofing it. We're not going inside. He can come outside. The real best anime is SpongeBob. I watched that video. That was a bizarrely well-made video. That was concerning. Is I think the most safe way to describe it. Especially as someone who did not grow up watching SpongeBob, so like most of SpongeBob is very mysterious and bizarre to me. Watching that video, I was like, I have no idea what's going on. Like, this shit's wild. The internet is a magical place, truly. I'm so pleased we have Gorok already. Buckluck. Let's do the sacrifice of Shahutek, so we get plus 10 armor on all our boys. So we're cranking 60 armor on these skinks. That is not bad. You know, the sacrifice pyramid is funny to me because honestly, you barely need to change it for it to be really good. Like, if they would just replace the Regiments of Renown with, like, campaign exclusive units instead of the Regiments of Renown, and then change, like, they barely would have to change anything else. Like, a couple of these could probably use a little changing. Like, I would probably change the Public Order one to be something a little better, like maybe Income, and maybe change this one to do something a little different. And the Global Recruitment. Like, there's a couple of them that could use changing, but, like, the random banner, random follower, and then all 4 of these, great. Like, those are really, really good and strong abilities. That, like, totally fine with them. If anything, I wish they might be, like, a little stronger once you get high enough on your tree, just to represent, like, your sacrifices getting stronger. So you could actually, like, keep pace with frickin' Skaven nonsense, but... Alright, let's do this. Let's do this, Harkon! How do you sacrifice zombies? You try. It's the effort that counts. Could I see an effort about Warhammer Fantasy? Absolutely. Or anime about Warhammer Fantasy? Yeah, it'd be easy. Ben Matt! Thanks so much for subbing, my dude. I really appreciate it. Please enjoy the emotes. And, yeah, welcome to the community. I really, hope you have a good time and all that jazz. Okay. I'm pretty sure the garrison is coming in from behind us, which I think is actually going to be a really bad time for the Vampire Coast. And a great time for me. I shouldn't have done that. I'm fighting Luthor Harkin. Why did I reroll? Oh, no, okay. Worked out. I think we'll leave... I don't really want to leave anything behind to fight Luthor right now. We'll just let him run at us. Oh, those are impassable boulders. Man, I really wish they would give us the actual spawnkin rule in this game to be represented somehow. Like, I know it's, like, it's one of the red tree skills, but, like, in Tabletop, there was, like, a bunch of really nice rules for running Kroxigors and Skinks together. That I don't think would be that hard to represent in-game. It'd be really, really cool to have that. I gotta say, I think the voice actor for Teheniwan is, like, one of the biggest come-arounds I've had. Like, I actually really didn't like it when the game first, or when the DLC first released, but I've really come around on it. Like, I didn't like it at first, but I've got a pretty noticeable soft spot for it now. Salamanders, y'all could just hang out there. Kill everything! Without, scales! Oh, baby, that's the garrison, alright. Kill them all! Skinks with javelins, just hang out in the back. Let's get rid of these banshees. Oh god, bloated corpses! Goodbye, Skinks! I love you! I'm so sorry. Oh god, I'm so sorry! What is the likelihood of Kislev as a day 1 faction for Game 3? I think it's pretty much guaranteed. With how much Games Workshop is like promoting Kislev with Warhammer The Old World, yeah, I would say it's pretty much guaranteed. And Yeetus Deletus. Oh, who'd I forget? Go kill him. Fight. Fight to the bitter end. Dude, this is a massacre. Like, what a horrible day to be a pirate. Because I'm just getting so much value out of my AoE spells. Like, just guaranteed god tier value. Wow. Talk about a freaking massacre. If the Border Princes got 2 legendary lords, who would I pick? If it was just the Border Princes, which I think would be kind of lame, just the Border Princes, I guess I would give them, like, $100 to whoever brings down Luthor Harkin. I would probably go with, God, the Border Princes? I don't really know. I'd have to think about, I can't even remember who, like, a famous Border Prince other than Gashnag. But Gashnag's a vampire count, or a vampire. He's a Strigoi vampire. He's the only famous Border Prince I can remember. Look at this asshole. Just, you know what? Y'all don't worry yourselves with that asshole. You pull back. Let the fast stuff catch him. Are the Border Princes a real faction? Not really. The Border Princes are like a collection of mercenary fiefdoms. Like, they're constantly at war with one another, and they don't have a collective government. The Wolf, thanks so much for... Man, we're getting a ton of Twitch subs today. My God. Thanks for all the support, guys. I really appreciate it. Yeah, thank you very, very much. The Wolf, hope you enjoy the emotes, my dude. And if you haven't already, make sure you join the Discord community. And you can link your Discord account to your Twitch account, and you'll get access to a secret channel in there and stuff. Where there are goodies. And there will be even more goodies to come. Is he dead yet? Okay, there he goes. Oh, continue the answer about a Troglodon versus Carnosaur? Oh, right. Yeah, no, a Troglodon would almost, like, 9 times out of 10, at least, 9.9 times out of 10, a Carnosaur would absolutely body a Troglodon. But if the Troglodon got really lucky with its acid spit, then it could potentially do enough. Well, okay, maybe not that bad. I would probably say it's more like a... I would say 75% of the time a Carnosaur will win. A Troglodon can win. If it lands its acid spit attack, that would actually hurt the Carnosaur really badly. And would help the Troglodon significantly. Which, if it went off without a hitch, Troglodons do also have poison attacks, which are not to, you know, turn your nose up at. So, I mean, it can win that type of engagement. It would just take a pretty substantial amount of luck. Requires Temple of the Old Ones. Okay. Okay. Alright, the Vampire Coast is dead. Turn 44. Not bad at all. Quite impressive, in fact. Give me all the casualty replenishment. What the hell is what is Ikit Claw doing all the way across the ocean from Skaven Blight? What is this goofball doing? What a silly goose. Oh yeah, I guess I should go deal with that rebellion army. Alright, have fun taking the Pox Marsh, you goof. I'm just gonna come up there and kick you in the face. You're not gonna like it. Where is this? Oh, right, it's on the coast. Man, that sucks. I can't get a Skink Priest in the garrison without being tier 5. I really don't like that. Like, I really wish there were more structures that synergized with garrisons. I mean, that is really, really strong, but I think we're going to go with the Star Chamber. Rat Boy out for a swim? Yeah, he is, isn't he? Gorak, I want you to just punt Clan Pestilence into the next... Is Clan Pestilence dead? Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Lord Skrulk, yeah, no, he did. I thought he was still alive. Turns out, The answer is no, he is most certainly not. He is deceased. One might say. Ah, Flag of the Daystar. That's a pretty good one. I love the Daystar. Daystar has some pretty cool lore behind it. Alright, that'll unlock a new tier of sacrifices. Yeah, that gives us this tier, which doesn't really... This tier sucks. It's not that great. Oh, I can actually make it to this ass clown? Come here. And goodbye. Rip. Just out of curiosity, how many Dread Saurians would it take to kill Kolek Suneater? 1. Like, it would be a fight, but a Dread Saurian versus Kolek Suneater would, like, that's anybody's game. Kolek would struggle with that one. Just because it would be, like, that would be a battle of very large, angry people. Well, critters. Oh no, the Vampire Coast is rebelling. Whatever will I do? Ikit did this. Well, I'll tell you. The reason he's doing it, in I know why he's doing it. The reason Ikit Claw is attacking me is probably because he doesn't really have any enemies back in Skaven Blight. Like, he's probably not at war with anyone surrounding him, or he's killed everyone around him. And so, Tenhuan's whole thing is that at Tier 2, as soon as you finish Tier 1, the Prophecy of Sotek, you automatically are forced to declare war against every lizardmen faction. Or, sorry, every Skaven faction. Every lizardmen faction. Oh, no. You auto-declare war against every Skaven faction, which means that if they're, like, able to access the ocean... and there's not a lot going on where they're at, they will prioritize going after the player. And also the AI does prioritize attacking the player, which is super dumb, and they should get rid of that, because it's a dumb mechanic that I think hurts the game more than it helps it. Like, if I am the greatest threat or enemy of the AI at that moment, then yeah, sure, the AI should prioritize and attack me. But the AI should not always prioritize the player, because it just leads to a significant amount of circumstances that just completely take you out of the campaign and, like, ruin the immersion because the AI, like, breaks its back trying to go after you for no reason. Ooh, you see how fast that was? God, I'm good. Oh, nice. We're getting the Blood Shrines of Sotek a lot earlier than I normally do. Why isn't Ikit a member of the Council of 13? Because he has a boss who is scarier than he is. Ikit Claw's boss is, oh god, I can't remember what his name is. But the Council of 13 members are pretty frightening. Ikit is like a very, very notable inventor and has, like, accomplished a lot of really impressive, important things. But he's not as spooky as, whatever his big boss is. Morse guitar. Thank you. Yeah, Morse guitar. Are some sacrifices worth more than others in the lore? Yes. Significant. Like, Sotek prefers Skaven. Period. End of story. Skaven are his favorite munchies. Like, if Sotek has a really hard day at school and, like, just wants to come home to, like, a nice comfort meal that he can enjoy without being, like, stressed out or, you know, like, just able to just enjoy, then he'll ask for Skaven. Wow, we own a stupid amount of Lestria already. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. I have to deal with these elves at some point soon. Lord Morse guitar ain't crap compared to Thankful is a very powerful character in very specific circumstances. Thankful's power has a lot more to do with his seemingly supernatural ability to avoid death than anything else. How rare are Dreadsaurians in the lore since you can only have 2 in game? Well, no, you can have more than 2 Dreadsaurians in game. It's just... So the way it works in game is that it's like the Tomb Kings. For every one of the Dreadsaurian buildings you have, you get a number of them available to you faction-wide. So like you can have more if you want, but you have to build out. But as for in the lore, yeah, there's not a lot of Dreadsaurians. I would be amazed if there was like more than 50 Dreadsaurians left. Because the lizardmen have captured all of them. Like, there's no such thing as a wild Dreadsaurian anymore. The lizardmen have literally captured, like, every single one. And have accounted for them. So, like, they know where they are. Because the Dreadsaurians were way too dangerous to let just, like, roam around doing whatever the hell they wanted. Okay, everyone that's aquatic, go through the water. Everyone else, go the long way around. Thankfully, everything in my army except the Saurus either doesn't care about water or is aquatic, so that works out. Let's kick some ass! How the hell did the lizardmen get them? Magic. Truly hilarious amounts of magic. I mean, Slon can handle a Dreadsaurian by, like, literally, like, kind of dominating their minds. They just have to have enough prep time for it. That was very rude. That wasn't very cash money of you, Ikit. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god. Croxagors, spank those booties! This sounds like a job for... Oh my god! Manticores. You go there. You go there. You come over here. You guys get the hell out of Dodge. You kill those. Did that asshole warp storm me? He did. What a douche. Move, you giant turd! Thank you. Yeah, oh yeah, no. The Skaven are gonna get absolutely smashed. Rip. That's always so good. Dive, dive, dive! I'm coming for you, Ikit! I'm coming! Your army's running like a bunch of babies. All the cowardly rodents. You can... One thing that is kind of annoying is you can tell how much more money went into Ikit Claw than Teheniwan when it comes to, like, fighting animations. Because Ikit Claw has all these, like, crazy unique animations. Where he, like, has a jetpack and, like, lightning and all this crazy bullshit. And Teheniwan's like, I have a sword. Run faster! Saurus! Yeah, dude, Ikit Claw got roughed up. Shouldn't have come to this island, bro. This is my island. How the hell did those assholes rally? Hey, Pulcino, thanks for the nice words, my dude. I appreciate it. Ow. I do love that the clan stones have been bugged lately. So, like, instead of just being there, all the clan stones, like, move. It's very silly. Gotta hand it to him. I mean, he's fighting to the bitter end. I don't know why the balance of power is the way it is. Like, he is beyond screwed at this point. Like, I have him rather grotesquely outnumbered. And outgunned. But, I mean, he's got Ikit Claw, who's apparently regenerating like a motherfucker. And he's got the potion of healing. Good lord. Where are you? Come back. He wants to play? Let's play. It's a Skaven sandwich. If only they had put as much time into the White Dwarf as they did Ikit. Well, I mean, that one I don't think is necessarily a fair comparison, because the White Dwarf was free. Like, you didn't have to pay for that. Which, at the end of the day, like, although free LC characters are very nice, they are almost always going to be not as good because they're free. Like, they're a bonus. Is the Dreadsaurian the largest lizard dino? No. The largest dinosaur are the Thunder Lizards. Thunder Lizards are so large. So, like, you see how tall these trees are, right? Like, a Dreadsaurian is pretty big in this forest. But, you know, these trees are pretty big. A Thunder Lizard would be, like, up here. Like, a Thunder Lizard is easily visible above the tree line, which is terrifying. Wait, no, let him go! Okay, good. It's like, don't kill him. Yeah, Emmerich's great. Like, all the free LC heroes, the newer they are, the better they are. But, like, a lot of the old ones are kind of a joke. Do Thunder Lizards fight for the lizardmen? Not really. The Thunder Lizards are so large and, like, so powerful and kind of just doing their own thing that the lizardmen cannot actively control them. The best the lizardmen can do is, like, there are groups of skinks that follow Thunder Lizards around, and all they do, like, their job is that if a Thunder Lizard's path turns to where it's heading towards a temple city, because if a Thunder Lizard were to, like, run into a temple city, it would obliterate the city. Like, there is actually a Lizardman city in the lore that was almost, like, completely wiped out. Not completely wiped out, but, like, a shitload of Lizardmen died. Some of them being Slawn, because a Thunder Lizard ran into the city. Because the Slawn were trying to get it to turn to a different direction, but it was fighting another colossal monster. It was fighting a sea monster that had come up on the shore. And it was so, like, enraged and, like, just consumed with, like, battle anger that the Lizardmen weren't able to get control of it. And because of that, it, like, ran into the city and killed a ton of people. I still can't believe how well we're doing in this campaign right now. Like, this is, like, truly bizarre. Like, I'm happy about it, don't get me wrong, but I keep waiting for the other shoe to drop, and it's just not happening. Turn 47, we already own, like... we already own half of the mainland of Lustria. Like, there is no competing threat to us. Every threat still around is, like, foreign. Do all this, and then give me money. Good boy. Woo! We got Nakai! Nice. Alright, we've already confederated 2 of the lizardmen special characters. Where is Nakai? He is alive. Oh, dude. Dude, what are you doing? Why are you in Bretonnia? What are you doing? You big goof? Just, oh my gosh. Nakai, what are you doing, man? Why are you there? He starts in Albion. The AI doesn't. Unless they change that, normally if you're playing as not Nakai, Nakai starts somewhere in Lustria. But if you're playing as Nakai, he starts in Albion. At least that's the AI. I don't think the AI starts here. It's not supposed to. What are you doing out here, you big dumb gator? Oh my gosh. Okay, you go make connections with all these other factions. That's your job now. Nakai, homie, just disband your army and come home. just come home. Oh my lord. Who let the fucking big gator out? Yeah, the AI does start in Lustria. Yeah. Vacation's over, homie. Come home. Oh, man. Like, quit. Oh, my gosh. Is Bretonnia dead? Oh, man. That's spooky. Well, hopefully Albrecht will take over. Nah, dude, that's Marienburg up there, not our homeboy. Like, that's cool he owns a little bit of land in Albion, but I don't want to deal with trying to control Albion. Albion's a huge pain in the ass. If you're not playing as Nakai, because Nakai can actually, like, use it. Because he just gives it to his vassal faction. I'm not going to fucking fight for that. I don't understand why Albion is, like, frozen territory. Albion should be jungle. But, you know, far be it from me. It's so funny. Do I think the next Skaven DLC will give us Warpfire Dragons? Probably not. I don't know if we'll ever see Warpfire Dragons. Hey, Brandon, thanks so much for the tip, my dude. I really appreciate it. Also, yep. Yep. Thank you guys for the support. Fox and Socks, thanks so much for the tip, my dude. I'm good, dude. I've been busy. Good, but busy. Any news on when Queak will release? So basically, where we're at with Queak is that Queak is coming. There's some things that are coming along with the Queak thing that I think you guys are going to. I don't want to give anything away, but all I'm gonna say is that I have been working really, really hard to make sure that when Squeak comes out, it's not just another video. It's going to be something like... It's going to be an event that comes along with some really, really special stuff. So... It's not out. It's not ready yet. It's not going to be ready for at least a couple or a few more weeks. But it will be out soonish. But that's why we've been, but the main things that are going to be getting finished right now are the Heroes of Legend series, which only has like 3 or 4 races left. So that's going to be wrapping up pretty soon. And of course the speculation videos for the next DLC. Yeah, Warpfire Dragons, if I recall correctly, you could take them with Skaven, but they definitely are not super big friends with the Skaven, because they compete over Warpstone as a resource. Do I think the next Lord Pack is the last, or do you think there's one more? I think there's one more for Beastmen. Darwind, yeah. I'm thinking that Warhammer 3, especially with like the pandemic and everything going on, I honestly think that Warhammer 3 is probably going to drop optimistically summer 2021, but that's like best case scenario. It's like late spring, like May. It's probably going to be like fall, which I know sounds like a horribly long time, but it'll be worth it. At least I hope so. Dude, we got into Kai already. Fucking hype, man. Fucking hype. Win 3 battles with the Skaven. Done. We've almost completed the Prophecy of Sotek. We're cruising. We are cruising. Arcane Conduit. Thank God. Let's go ahead and start working on Skirmisher. Make sure our skink troops are the best they can be. I guess our next goal is to get rid of Teclis.
Yes, monster.
So let's go ahead and... Holy shit! I don't know how much that is, but I know it's in red, which means it's a big fucking... It's big! It's what Swedish crones, or is it crones? Crons? Hey there, Lore Master Sotek. Love your lore videos, your enthusiasm, love for this hobby. Take my gift, and I thank you for this amazing free content. Stay safe. Good luck and greetings from Sweden. Well, thank you. Thank you very, very much. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm going to go with Mr. Goat Boy? I'm going to hope that's how you pronounce it. But thank you very, very much for the generous support, my dude. And I really appreciate it. And especially the kind words. Thank you very, very much. $60 about? Awesome. Well, that's very, very generous of you, my man. I appreciate it. We can get the Chameleon Skink building. Life is going to be good. Oh, you've got Proud Warrior. That's nice. So we can do the Rite of Awakening, so we can start getting Lord Kroak for Gorok's army. It's pronounced like the O in world. Oh, okay, so it'd be Mr. Go. Yeah, so it would be Mr. Goat Boy, right? Whoa, go. Right? Man, it's so fucking hot in here. Good lord. What Slan do we want, chat? I usually prefer the Fire Slan. Kind of thinking about doing a high Slan though. I almost never do that, and I really like the high magic Slan. yeah, Hawk Oddly, yeah. Spicy Slan. Fire. Life. I always do life though. Sporty. What is a sporty? What is sporty? Fire. I would say that is more like the E in Birmingham. So it's Goatee boy? Wait, get... So Gertie boy, right? So it'd be Gertie boy? Posh Slon. High for... Okay. Oh, yeah, let's go high. I mean, we're not going to use him for a bit. We're already drowning in characters, so don't get, like, too hung up on it. How long till you're done building that stupid shrine? One more turn, okay. I need more money. Let's get more... Okay. I would like to purchase some units, please. You may have one. Just one. Ugh, man, it needs to be fall. I have, like, god tier air conditioning, and I'm still fucking melting during this time of day. I mean, it's probably like 104 degrees outside. Let me see. What is today's temperature? It is currently 100 and... Okay, so it's currently 102 degrees outside, but the heat index, so it feels like 108. Yay! Living in this heat is a sign of man's arrogance next to God. In Celsius, I don't know, would that be like 42 degrees Celsius, give or take? Hold on, let me check. I don't like Celsius. Like, I understand that a lot more of the world uses Celsius, but, like, you have so fewer numbers to work with. So what? 108 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Yeah, 42. Hey, I got it. I'm getting good at Celsius. I am getting good at it. Like, I'm starting to get to the point where I can like get really, really close. But yes, that's 42 degrees Celsius. What do you use all those numbers, dude? Let me tell you, when you spend a quarter of the year in like that 42 degrees Celsius area, where do I live? Texas. Like when you're in that ballpark, the difference between 105 degrees Fahrenheit and 100 degrees Fahrenheit is fucking huge. Like every one of those points, you can feel it. Like it is significant. But yeah, it's hot here. Holy crap, that's hot. I mean, it's not that bad. A, you get used to it, and B, the big thing is that we have air conditioning. Like air conditioning is everywhere. Yay! Okay, we got this stuff. So I could do the Shield of Eons. At least he's got the Mace of Olamak already. I need to go to Chakwa for... Okay, let's worry about getting Gorok's army, like, outfitted. Which means more Saurus. Because Gorok makes Saurus very good. Actually, he doesn't really do anything for Saurus by himself, does he? Any of your unique things like Saurus and Temple Guard? Well, we haven't started with Temple Guard yet, so we'll just focus on Saurus. Okay, you are going to head over here. Actually, why don't we send you to Zlahapek? Rebellion at the Awakening. We'll put somebody random in charge here. How long till you're back up? 3 turns. We got Gator? Really? Gator the high magic slan? Ugh. Somebody call up Gator. City's under siege. Get Gator here. Well, no, like, if you play Gorok's campaign, his faction mechanics, he's got, like, crazy Saurus buffs. Alright, I guess Gator's gonna watch over the Awakening for us. What goober. Ooh, God, your spells are so bad for watching over this place. Well, actually, they're not terrible. We'll just go the buff spells. That's fine. Alright, you're in charge. Gator the Croxigore? No, he's a Slan! And it'd probably be even worse if he was a Croxigore. Is it childish that I think it's funny that the Slan is high? I mean, yes, but it's okay to find things funny. He's declaring war on me. Well, you're gonna regret that! That's still one of my favorite YouTube videos. I mean, I didn't say that at all in the right pitch of voice. It should have been much, much higher pitch, but I love that video. Embrace the pun? Never. I have a strong reputation as a hater of puns. And I have a lot of pride in that. How about I don't? Happy Souls? Yeah. Happy Souls, it's great. That's probably my favorite clip from that entire thing. Wait, why are we fighting? Oh, I guess he declared war on me? Ha ha ha! You're gonna regret that! That's it. And it's so true! It's so true! Good lord. Happy Souls has to be like the most meme-filled video, but every single meme is like 100% accurate. That's so many Knights of the Realm. Yeah, too bad for him. Knights of the Realm like suck ass against infantry. Why are lizardmen not Confederation friendly? Because I confederated something else too recently. Yeah, Patron, yeah. Blood farts and rotten sausages. Alright, 2-on-2, it's a fair boosh. Alright, 2-on-1, it's gonna be an uphill boosh. It's just so good. God, I fucking love Gorok. Gorok is probably my favorite free LC character. He just has a grotesque amount of buffs. Not to mention, like, starting with Lord Croak right at the start of his campaign is so goofy. You hate puns, but your favorite faction is lizardmen? I know. I know. I'm a self-hating lizard man. I understand. It's true. It's my secret shame. I chose the most pun-heavy faction as my personal favorite. Yeah, this faction is dumb as hell because it is based on the Red Duke, even though we have the Red Duke in the game. Which, of course, leads everyone to be thinking, what the fuck? Like, why? Why? Come and get it, Bretonnia. Oh my gosh, another tip from the Swede. Got any tips for Total War Warhammer 2? My armies are usually dwarf, the opposing armies. I usually struggle. So can you give me any more specific? Yeah, this Bretonnian army is just gonna get absolutely butt slapped. Can you give me more specifics on, like, what the, like, situation is you're dealing with? Some Swedish autocorrect in there. Yeah, I some of that got lost on me, I gotta admit. Dude, Gorok is going to beat beat all of the messy details of the Great Plan into these guys. Got any tits for Total War Warhammer 2? I got... So if I read that correctly, what I'm reading is... Ooh, excuse me. Is that you play dwarves, but are running into some issues. Yeah, things are not looking great for Bretonnia. Like, he's re-engaging all over the place as best he can, but... Can't beat the spear wall, dude. Come here, you undead bitch. Come here, Discount Red Duke. I think he's saying he has problems on the campaign map, but defeats most. Oh, dude, you didn't have to donate again. I was looking for your message. You don't have to donate every time you want to catch my attention. I promise I read the chat. I usually claim too much land. Okay, so yeah. So when you're playing dwarves, and you can actually see this in the Grombrindil campaign I just played on the stream. You can watch the VODs for it here on the channel. The biggest trap you can fall into in a dwarf campaign is expanding too quickly. That will always blow up in your face. Your ultimate goal as dwarves should be expand to a new settlement, upgrade it until it has a max tier garrison, or at least like walls and a good garrison. Once it is completely secure, then you may move on to the next settlement. So, like when you're dealing with any settlement, especially early campaign, generally what you want to do is, like, if you're playing whatever dwarf character you're playing, you want your starting home settlement, like your starting province, let that be your military province. So that province, you want to have a decent amount of growth going on so that, you know, you can secure it. But ultimately, you want to heavily revolve it around stuff like all your military structures. Once you expand outside of that, most of the surrounding provinces, you're probably going to want to dedicate to stuff like purely economy. So, you know, going out and being like, okay, I'm going to have this place, it's going to, like, I'm going to max tier garrison every single dwarf settlement. But, you know, outside of my main military settlement, I want to focus on, economic stuff. Because that's the hardest thing with dwarves. Is dwarves, you kind of have, dwarves are kind of like Bretonnia in my opinion when it comes to their economy. You kind of have to, like, pick provinces to dedicate to being moneymakers. So, like, every single empty slot is either garrison or, like, trinket maker and the trade depot. So you're just, like, maxing out your months. That way you can get, like, stupid powerful armies and hopefully go from there. But yeah, the big thing about dwarves is you gotta take your time. You gotta take your time. Slow and steady wins the race, and it's just a matter of, if you don't take your time with it, then what's gonna happen to you every single time is that you're gonna get started, you're gonna start expanding, and then the AI is either gonna, like, the greenskins or the Skaven is gonna slip past you and take something, and then you're going to spend God knows how many turns chasing them around, trying to take back your stuff and catching up with them, or having to reinforce, and that entire time your empire's just falling apart around you. It's a nightmare. And once the Book of Grudges gets like full, it's just a beatdown, like mentally trying to get a handle on it. Okay, we're not going to upgrade the Blood Swamps because he's coming right for us. More Saurus? More Saurus. Oh, we finished this. Okay, so let me get the Umbral Tide. Because I love salamanders. And Claustodon Hunters. The Book of Grudges remains full. I kind of want to save the salamanders for like a beast army, but I will take the Claustodon Hunters. They're pretty good with two-handed one. Nice job. Every time I hear that, the "you must kai," or you'll, I don't know exactly what they're saying, but to me it sounds like "you must die," and I just immediately think of that stupid Game Grumps skit. Playing as Emmerich or Eltharion, how do you confederate Lothar? By blowing a shitload of influence on them. Best way to confederate... High Elves, I think, are the easiest to confederate with for a faction that doesn't have, like, a typical confederation mechanic. Just use, like, consistently be using influence on them. Like, every turn, use a little bit of influence on Lothar. And do your best to be a higher power rating than them. Because if you're a higher power rating than a faction, you have a much higher likelihood of taking them over. Also, do not make a military alliance with them. If there is ever a faction you want to confederate with, do not military ally with them. Under any circumstances. Because if you military ally with them, a lot of the time when the AI is trying to evaluate how powerful it is versus how powerful you are, it will basically add your power level to its own and be like, oh yeah, that's what it is, and you're getting cheated because the AI is taking credit for your shit. So don't do that. I want you to just explore, my dude. Find new factions for me to befriend or to get mad at. I could not care less about Lianguil. Lianguil? Kind of want to do the Untainted one. 400? Okay. Burn Lothar to the ground? That's a little rude. My relationship was 400 plus? Oh, okay, but you had a military alliance. Yeah, that was your problem. Yeah, if you have a military alliance with them, it totally jacks up. Defensive alliance is okay. Military alliance, don't do that. Good God! The Swedish boy is back! Ha, nerds. The Swedish boy is back and giving even more donate. Oh, that was Clan Creepus is dead. Oh, I got the killing blow on Clan Creepus in Bretonnia somehow. Well, thank you, dude. I super appreciate all the support today. Thank you very, very much. You were beyond supportive today. Yeah, we accidentally resurrected Bretonnia. I mean, this was all part of the great plan, resurrecting Bretonnia. I planned it from the beginning.
You are a guest in my realm. You will act like it.
How about we be friends?
Strike you down where you stand.
Friends? Dude, why are you being such a bitch? Like, I resurrected you, Lewin. You should be more appreciative. So Teeny Weenie is getting the job done in Lustria? Excuse you, that's Teeny Weenie to you, sir. And Nakai's back. Nakai, hold down the fort. Have some units, I guess. There you go, big guy. Save the day. I'm so close to that engine of the gods. I can taste it. I can taste it. It tastes like freedom. Okay, Gorok, you go wake up Lord Croc. To anyone, we've got work to do. Yeah, I know. Alright, stop yelling. Can a Skaven betray someone unconsciously? They probably could, but I think Skaven take far too much pleasure in, like, thinking they've outwitted someone. Okay, let's get rid of a lot of this. Just go away. Give me Chameleon Skinks and Red-Crested Skinks, but actually give me more Red-Crested Skinks so I can get the next tier of my thingamajigger. Also, do... Oh my god. Wow, plus 2 recruit ranks. Wow. It's actually very good. Axolotl. Might... He hasn't ported yet, or landed yet. Okay. Yeah, you just keep messing that dude up. I do like Nakai. Even though there are some nitpicks I have with his implementation. Well, beyond his faction just sucking. But, you know, that's neither here nor there. Where's my boy Krokgar? In the Southlands. Ah, that's where we should send our Skink Priest. Let's send our Skink Priest to the Southlands to go say hi to Krokgar. Ooh, I did not really want to fight you yet, bro. Run, run, flee, flee! Really hope white line stuff gets added back in Age of Sigmar. Yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah, white lions and war lions are like really, really slick looking units. It'd be nice to see those. Ha ha ha! I always love when the rebellion army like attacks your enemy who's laying siege to you. Okay, you're heading there. Have fun on that trip. Gorok, why don't you bring that big booty over here? How are we gonna deal with this? That's a kind of a spooky army, to be honest. Success! Oh, they ran like a little bitch.
Even the Lawmaster could not.
If it weren't for the 4 flippin' Fire Phoenixes, I would feel much better about this particular exchange. Alright, let's head to Zlanhepek. We can plan from here a little better. Look at that gold chevron right out the bat, Skinks. That's pretty sexy, not gonna lie. I don't really care about that place. It can go hog wild for all I care. Oh, I don't have the Confederation penalty anymore. Taloxlon, be mine! Yes! I am devouring more and more of the Lizardman Empire. What do you got there? Ooh, Shrieking Blade. Don't mind if I do. Carnosaur Pendant. Not bad, not bad. You got my... Ah, yes, Temple of the Eclipse. You know what I realized that kind of bums me out? There is not a single structure for the Lizardmen that gives, like, a unique bonus to anything but, like, skink stuff. Like, you got the Shrine of Birds, and you got, like, the... You got the Emerald Pools, but there's not, like, a badass Saurus. And, like, you got Axolotl, which is for, like, skinks and chameleon skinks. You got the Shrine of Sotek up here. You got Mazda Mundi and friends who have, like, I think, like, the dinosaur building. But it's like, there's not, like, a building for Croxagors or a building for Saurus. Makes me sad. What's the last stage of the ritual do? This ritual? The Prophecy of Sotek? Once we accomplish it, it will... Oh, well, I can show you here. I just need to make 3 more sacrifices. How many things do I have? 400? I need to make 3 more. So I can do 1, 2, 3? No, I can't quite do that. I can do 1, 2, and then, like... Let's do this. So give me one... Give me a sacrifice of Quetzal for a banner. Sun Standard? That's right. Then we could get... Jungle Swarms. And then give me armor. And there we go. We've unlocked everything. We've unlocked the full thing. And we've completed the prophecy. Which the prophecy, stage 3, Sotek manifests. Plus 20% research, plus 10 leadership against Skaven, and plus 10 physical resistance to all armies. Which is okay. For how difficult it is to get this, that's kind of, it's rather underwhelming. I do think it should be significantly spookier than that, but, you know. Baby steps. Can't solve all the game's problems in a day, after all. Ooh, campaign range movement. Fan waiver, I would rather have the Flag of the Daystar. By the way, have everyone in chat, some of y'all may have joined us a little late. Have y'all seen this? My super sexy banner we got earlier? Look at this thing! 25% ward save on a chosen unit. 25% ward save. And 10 leadership. That's a fucking banner? Good lord. Literally god tier banner there. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with Teclis. Like, I was giving him some leeway, but... Beardy Potato, that is hilarious. Is that from a mod? No, it's not a mod. It's I think it's unique to Tenwan's campaign. Because Tenwan, whenever you generate a random banner, so whenever you use either of these, so the random follower or the random banner, there is a chance that you will basically get like a completely unique option. Teclis, come back. Okay, I don't want to march, because if I march, then he's going to be able to, like, trap me between 2 armies. The marks of the old ones does have walls, though. So it should be able to hold out until I can get there. Okay, let's get your army, like, fully finished here, bro. With more chameleon skinks. The one true answer, infinite chameleon skinks. Nakai, you can just get rid of that. I just want you to hold the base, my dude. Get rid of the Razordons. I'll have you hang on to the Salamanders, though. Let's have Gorok swing around a little wide. Well, maybe not. Maybe we should have him go for the Blood Swamps. Yeah, we gotta pummel these elves. Especially before they get the chance to combine with, some of the other problematic folks around here. Oh no, I do not need any more source buildings. Thank you. I've got plenty of those. Do I want to upgrade this? No, because we're probably going to go negative on income next turn. Well, yeah, like, Da Immortal's banner is really strong, but Da Immortal's banner is also a Grimgore exclusive that only he gets one of, and he can only use it on Black Orcs. I would say a 25% ward save item is far better, because you can use it on anything. Like, that's fucking nuts. Hey, Inquisitor Thomas, I'm good, dude. I hope you enjoy Troy. Yeah, and just a heads up to anyone that may not have heard, you do have to download the Epic Launcher to get it, which I don't think is that big of a deal. But if you do download the Epic Launcher, you can get Troy for free today. Total War Troy for free. Today. And I've heard okay things about it. I've heard it's not like anything crazy groundbreaking, but it's enjoyable for what it is. And there's a lot of people who seem a little bit more invested in, like, trying to figure out what about it can be used for Total War Warhammer 3 than any caring at all about the standalone game. But it's looking pretty promising as like a pretty... Oh, you don't need to download the launcher. Okay, yeah, so you don't even need the launcher. Can you play it without the launcher, though? I thought you would, like, at least need that. But maybe not. I've never used Epic. I've never done anything with Epic. But, like, I'm going to download Troy just to have it. Like, it's free game. That's at least of decent quality. Gorok is so angry sounding, like, just all the time. Okay, yeah, fine. You can upgrade. I'm not recruiting any more units. How do you link your Epic and Total War? I have no idea. If you go to, like, Twitter, you can go to Creative Assembly's Twitter account and find all the details there. Do not ask me. I don't know. All right, my dudes. Well, I think we've had a lot of fun today. You know what? Let's kick Teclis in the face real quick. We'll fight Teclis, and then I think I'm going to call it. Have I read Dark Harvest yet? No, I have not. Zers are enough. Yeah. Whose Twitter? The Total War Twitter. So go to Twitter and type Total War. It's their, like, official account. I think once again we're going to fight inside the jungle because those big stupid firebirds will be debuffed in here. And most of my stuff is infantry, so I will not be suffering from such weaknesses. And I could care less if my Bastiladon is debuffed. We do have the Colossadon Hunters, which could be good for finishing off a unit. Man, I am suddenly super glad that I did not put my, Tihinwan on a Ripperdactyl. Okay, where does the edge of the forest lie? The edge of the jungle. I want you nerds to wait until the big fighting starts. Has there ever been a high elf who went on to join the Dark Elves? Siju Busta, what do you think Dark Elves are? Yes, people switch sides occasionally. It's a lot more rare now than it obviously was when the Civil War happened, because, you know, there's not an actual difference between High Elves and Dark Elves, really. They're basically the same thing. They're just on opposite sides of the conflict. Okay, let's keep our Colossadon Hunters a bit in reserve. Let's throw down the debuff there. Kill it! Kill it! Kill the pigeons! Dude, the Colossadon Hunters are going to absolutely wreck that Fire Phoenix. More magic! That's another spell that I think a lot of people undervalue. The Curse of Honor here. It's a fucking good spell, dude. I mean, so Mr. Hoon, there are a little bit of physical differences between High Elves and Dark Elves, but it's only because of their environment. And it's not super noticeable. Like, a Dark Elf could reliably disguise itself as a High Elf and vice versa. But, like, because Dark Elves live in cold Nagaroth, which doesn't get a lot of sunlight and all this other jazz, like, yeah, they don't get a lot of sunlight, so they tend to be pale. But, like, it's nothing like the Dark Elves are, like, taller or have, like, different, like really, really different looking features or any of that. None of that stuff. Dude, the Colossadon Hunters are absolutely obliterating these pigeons. I love it. Yes, shoot my chameleon skinks, you dumb bastards. Teclis, where's your magic, bro? You getting overwhelmed? Summon the snakes! Well, all of his precious birds are dead. Oh, dude, Teclis, buddy, you are just beyond boned. Wait! Skinks! Run them down! Sacrifices for Sotek. Silly Sotek. Alright, guys. That is going to do us for today. I want to thank you all for coming by. This was a ton of fun. I had an absolute ball today, and we did, like, insanely well. I don't know what was in the drinking water for Tehenwan today. But, like, we are just beating the ass out of everybody in Lustria. Like, it is just a massacre. What is this? Bro. 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 Please attack him. That's all I ask. Tehenwan, dude, you don't have to be so noisy when you run. It's okay, we get it. You're trying. He is speed 18. You are speed 53. Catch him. Good God. Alright, that's enough. Let him go. Wait. 585 damage? I don't think I can kill him. Assuming he's, like, willing to hit him again. Good job. 50 health. Perfect. I want him to get away with just a little bit. Just a little bit of health. Man, this was fun. thank you all for coming out. I had a ball, and we had so many fucking tips today. A lot of really, really generous tips. A lot of Twitch subs. So thank all of y'all very, very much for the support. I really, really appreciate it. And some pretty exciting stuff on the horizon. For instance, I can tell you that the next Q&A series is going to be starting pretty soon. What level is that Teclis? I could check. I mean, he's been doing okay for himself, and I have, with my 2 skill points for Lords Only mod, like, the AI Lords tend to stay pretty competent. Rip Skaven. There we go, finally. Jesus. Oh, the dwarves were united against me? What the fuck, dwarves? I thought we were friends. Okay, real quick, I'm gonna... Oh, God, I could get Sotek. I'm not going to, but I could. But this is more important to me. So I can get the plaque of Sotek. Well, cool. We could summon Sotek right at the start next episode. Not that... I'm probably not gonna do that, because the Sotek summon is terrible. But anyway... Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. And until then, peace, stay safe. Was there a winner for the Apex run? Yes! I will have that stuff coming out soon. They've already been paid, but yes. There were winners for the Apex runs. Somebody won... One individual won both the Belagar and Squeak Head Taker run, I think. Yeah, and then a different individual won the Skarsnik run. But that will be coming out in the near future. I just haven't had time to, like, schedule an interview with them to talk with them about their runs and stuff. But anyway, that's me out for today. Peace. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Wear a mask. Stay safe. Yada, 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 yada. Bye, guys.